Right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Wednesday, the 27th of January, man. Already made it through an amazing month of January of tastings, and we've got another incredible month for you coming up in February. You know, we do at least one or two once-in-a-lifetime tastings every month this time of year, and you know, when it gets closer to March, my birthday month, we turn it up a notch, and this is the first of those once-in-a-lifetime tastings, and you know, when you come to one of our once-in-a-lifetime tastings, you always get extra. Like at our vintage Burgundy tasting earlier this week, when Dr. Yakem brought a bottle of 06 Richebourg from Domaine Romanee Conti, we had all great vintage Burgundy, great vintages from Burgundy, great producers on the table, and the 06 Richebourg just stole the show. This is why people considered Domaine Romanee Conti the greatest producer in Burgundy. Well, Domaine Romanee Conti is co-owned by Aubert de Villaine and Bisleroy, who is Madame Bisleroy, who was at one time a part helping run the estate, and due to a conflict of interest, Aubert de Villaine has taken sole, not ownership of it, but in terms of running the property, Bisleroy has been out for 20 or 30 years now. So this is going to be a fun tasting to plot the greatest producer in Burgundy, along with another producer that's considered also equally great by many, even though Leroy does not produce 100% Grand Cru wines like Domaine Romanee Conti. Oh, I'm sorry, they do make a Von Romanee Premier Cru in some vintages, but Leroy has got one of the greatest cellars in all of Burgundy. Her father, like her, was very meticulous, and even when they were buying wines from negociants, they only sought out the best juice possible to put their label on. And I bought some old wines from Leroy from the cellars. They used to put out a pre-sale every year where they showed wines 10 years back into 4 or 5 different decades they would release. And 69 being my birth year, I bought a case of 69 Savigny Le Bon. Hey, we may open up one of these at this tasting here. I still have a few left. And since my 40th birthday, I've been opening 1 or 2 a year. Every single bottle has been stunning. We've even put it into a tasting with all Grand Cru and Premier Cru wines, and this wine did not fail to impress people. So this should be a once-in-a-lifetime tasting to remember. And the Romanee Conti vineyard is not on the table, but we do have the 90 La Tâche, and in 1990, it actually scored higher than Romanee Conti did. Romanee Conti scored 99, La Tâche scored a perfect 100 points. And with Burgundy, when you find Burgundies that score 100 points, you're talking in the thousands of dollar price range. And Romanee Conti that scores 100 points, $5,000 for the 1990 La Tâche. One of the greatest wines I have ever tasted. We're going to open it again. We've got some other great vintages on the table. We've got 78 Clos Vougeot from Leroy. I've also had this wine before. It was absolutely stunning, and great producers make great wines no matter what the vintage is. We've got some 07, 04 vintage wine, some 97, and 1980 vintage wine, which we had at my birthday tasting, and several people said was their favorite wine on the table. So just an incredible array of Burgundies from 2 of Burgundy's most sought-after producers, a truly once-in-a-lifetime event to start out the month of February. Friday, February 5th, check it out, everything that we have in the store from these 2 producers, also on this offering, and we've got wines going back to, we've got 78 Romanee Conti on this offering. We've got 90 Romanee Conti, 05 Romanee Conti. If you are a Burgundy collector and money is no object, take a look at this offer. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.